Good morning, guys, and welcome to JMC Ride. So I see from the comments a lot of you guys enjoyed the last video where I did the 360 video. If you haven't watched it already, go ahead, check it out. I'm gonna include a link in the description below. I did a 360 video while I was off-roading. I had lots of fun doing that. In fact, I was somewhere in Mexico off-roading, let's just say, and this last off-road trip, it wasn't an off-road park or anything like that. We were going through these trails. There's more clips coming from that trip where I did the 360 video. We got stranded there that night because of this one obstacle that everybody was having a hard time, including my Jeep. Had a really hard time going through it. Night caught us. Thank God that I had these light bars, because my JW speaker headlights, as bright as they are in the streets, when you're in the woods like that, they're completely useless. The Baja design lights definitely turn like the entire forest into daylight. But anyway, the Jeep is extremely filthy. I definitely got some damage from that last trip. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And we're gonna go ahead and go do some upgrades on the Jeep today, because I think the Jeep definitely deserves it. In fact, it's been filthy like this since last Monday. Yeah, since last Monday. Because of work, I've literally have not had any time to clean the Jeep. So I'll definitely be cleaning the Jeep back to perfection this weekend. I'll show you some close-ups of what I mean, of how filthy it is. You can see it's just pretty much covered in mud all over the place. I got the sun out. I think the Jeep got dirtier this time than when I actually go to the off-road park. But there will be more videos coming from that last trip. Let me show you guys the damage real quick, and then I'm going to show you the boxes of the upgrades that I'm about to get ready to go do. Alright, so in the front right here, I know exactly when this happened. So this is the front lower control arm, I believe. And you'll see it took a hard hit right here. Hard enough where you can even see like the bushing kind of broken over here on the side. It also took some hits in the back where on the rear diff and stuff like that, but this is probably the worst hit that it took. I'm not sure if it's okay the way it is, or if this bushing, the fact that the bushing broke right there, is going to be causing an issue. You guys let me know. I'm kind of a rookie still when it comes to this stuff. I'm going to go mention it to the mechanic when I go drop off the Jeep now to get the other upgrades done, see what he says. And I wish I could get some kind of a skid plate for this too, for here on the front. This is crazy. I mean, the one in the front is a little bit lower, but I've decided, with all the off-roading that I've been doing lately, I want to armor the hell out of this Jeep. I'm going to just look into more options, get tons of armor, and just have a blast. Seriously, to be honest with you guys know that I've always been into the fast cars and the off-road vehicles. And I love them both. And I'm still going to get my wide-body Hellcat. But if I had to pick between the two, you can't compare the fun you can have with an off-road vehicle like a Jeep. And I'm not just saying like any off-road vehicle, specifically a Jeep, because I had the Ford Raptor before, and you're very limited as to what you can do. I mean, back then, I thought I knew what it was to actually go off-road. In fact, back in like 2000, I remember, I think it was like 2002, I bought a Z71 Tahoe. I was very young, and I used to go into the woods with my Tahoe, and I used to think that my Tahoe's badass off-road. Now it's crazy. I mean, the things and the obstacles that these Jeeps can climb are things that I never would have imagined back when I had my Tahoe. But I would never trade the Jeep for like a muscle car or a sports car, whatever it is, or even a Lambo for that matter. The fun that you can have with the Jeep, it's incredible. Let me go show you guys the boxes that showed up real quick. Today's Friday. I'm actually filming this Friday morning. So we got some boxes here from TerraFlex. I'm gonna let you guys guess what that is. In fact, no, I'm not gonna make you guys guess. I'll go ahead and open that up. I have another box over here from Evo. Kind of hear what's inside. Sounds like a bell. Maybe I bought a bell for my Jeep. Okay guys, so like I mentioned in a previous video, I was complaining a lot about the brakes. Well, I just purchased the TerraFlex Big Brake Upgrade Kit. can see this huge rider. These boxes are extremely heavy, it's crazy. But this is what I got. I got them for the front and the rears. I'm literally gonna go run and drop the Jeep off at a mechanic right now. This box from Evo is also gonna get installed today, but I'll let you guys guess what that is. All right guys, so I'm leaving the Jeep right now. We're gonna do the brakes and we're gonna install that box from Evo. I'll show you guys what that is once it's all done. It's supposed to be ready later on today. As you can see, that's my Jeep right there, and we pretty much are surrounded by a bunch of Jeeps in this place. I can't wait to finally try out the new brakes though. I'm sick of the stock brakes with the 37s. With the 37s, those stock brakes are pretty much useless. Okay guys, I'm just waiting for my Uber. In fact, it just arrived. We're gonna go pick up the Jeep right now. Okay guys, so I just came to pick up the Jeep. Now, unfortunately, the parts that arrived, this is usually the case. Every time I order something, I get the wrong part or I'm missing something. You never know what happens, but anyway, I ended up missing some parts on the brake upgrade, so they were only able to install the rear brakes and the rear shock mounts. I should say the rear shock mount skids. You can see right here, if you guys remember, in the past I kept getting hung up on the rocks, so now I have a skid on both rear shock mounts. So now I don't have to really worry about that too much. Gives me a little bit more peace of mind. And even though my Jeep's all muddy, you can see from my previous video, since I painted the rear axle with the PO 15, it's still shiny in some spots. If you kind of look through all the mud and everything, you can see the new rotors in there too. New rotors, new pads. Now I just have to wait for the vendor to send me the right parts so they could do the front brakes. And that's pretty much it. All right, like I said earlier, as soon as I get the parts from the vendor and I get the front brakes installed, I'll be doing a full thorough review on those brakes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, comment below, give the video a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching guys. I hope you guys all have a great day.